Since 1946, the Northern State men's basketball program has had a total of 5 head coaches. Perhaps most remarkable is that despite quite a bit of success, Clark Swisher, Bob Walks, Bob Olson, and Don Meyer never moved up to Division I. Paul Sather will. The Northern State alum stepping down today to accept the head coaching position at the University of North Dakota. After winning 94 games in 4 years at Black Hills State, Sather succeeded Don Meyer in 2010 and won 188 and 89 in 9 seasons with the Wolves, making it to 3 NCAA tournaments. Under his watch over the last 2 years, Northern has been one of the top basketball programs in all of Division II, winning 62 games, consecutive NSIC regular season and tournament titles, and finishing national runner-up in 2018. He takes over a UND program that went 12-18 and 6-10 in its first year of Summit League competition last season and is struggling to gain much interest in Grand Forks. The Fighting Hawks averaged a little more than 1,600 fans per game, while the Wolves more than doubled that with nearly 3,700 per game. Northern begins the search for its 23rd head coach in program history immediately. Possible candidates could include Missouri Western head coach and Northern State alum Sundance Wicks. Kickoff to the 2019 South Dakota State football season is just a hair, no pun intended, under 3 months away, and the Rabbits will get a national TV audience when they face the Golden Gophers. Minnesota announcing today that August 29th opener with SDSU will start at 8 p.m. in Minneapolis and be televised nationally on Fox Sports 1. The Jacks are coming off a 10-3 season in which they made the FCS semifinals for a second straight year, while the Gophers went 7-6 in PJ Fleck's second year and won the Quick Lane Bowl. It'll be the first meeting between the schools in a decade since Minnesota kicked a field goal late to beat the Jacks 16-13 back in 2009. With the high school baseball season ending last week, East River baseball now shifts to Legion season, something that's been well underway. West River, perennial state power Rapid City Post 22, has been playing games for most of the month, which you'd think would have given the Hard Hats a leg up this morning on a Sioux Falls East team that was swept in their season-opening doubleheader last night by Post 320. Strong pitching from both teams. Here it's Branson Kuehl striking out Zach Allender. He had 6 over 4 innings. East was even better, though. Tanner Olmstead getting Zach Chiolis. Olmstead threw 6 innings, gave up 5 hits and no runs, struck out 5. In the top of the 7th, he'd get a little more insurance. Team already up 2-0. Mitchell Tolk grounds out to second. The Hard Hats can't turn the double play, and that allows Evan Hammer to score. And East with what you might call a bit of an upset. Big win for them, though. 3-0 over Post 22. Rocco Baldelli spent 18 seasons as a player and coach within the Tampa Bay Rays organization. Fortunately for Twins fans, they let him get away, and he looks like the AL Manager of the Year with Minnesota, leading the Twins to a 37-17 start, best in the bigs. Baldelli making his return to Tampa tonight as the Twins kick off a long 10-game road trip. Did not exactly go as he planned. Scoreless into the third when Austin Meadows rips one with the bases loaded. All 3 runs come in to score, and it's 3-0 Tampa Bay. Meadows not done yet. Next inning, another RBI. This one a base hit to score 1 run. Tampa builds an 11-0 lead. Twins got a couple of runs, and Tampa got a couple more. G-Man Choi. You can call him He-Man with that 2-run bomb, as it's all Tampa Bay tonight. They take it with 2 touchdowns. Twins kick a field goal. Wrong sport. After spending most of the last month on the road, the national champion Augustana softball team has their feet firmly planted on the ground back home in Sioux Falls, which is a little bit strange. The last time the Vikings played a game in Sioux Falls was on April 24th. Between the end of the regular season, the NSIC tournament in Rochester, the Central Regional in Winona, the Super Regional in Oklahoma, the College World Series in Denver, the Vikings got into quite a routine away from home, winning 17 of their final 20 games to bring home the program's first national title in 28 years. So it's a bit understandable that the Vikings find it a bit odd to not be playing a game this week.
It's still crazy to wake up and see my trophy sitting on my dresser. It's kind of surreal. Like, we keep thinking about, like, when's practice, like, when's our next lift time. Like, it's so weird that it hasn't
It just
yet.
takes so much to even get to an NCAA tournament, let alone win the regional, win a super regional, go to nationals, and then do well in nationals. So I think I'm just in awe of the whole experience and how special it really is.
Timing of that first national title for Greta Melstad in 13th season as Augie's coach could have been better, considering that they'll be going to Division I pretty soon and won't have too many more cracks at a Division II national title. Speaking of Division I, the Minnesota softball team, we'll skip that and go to the NBA Finals, where it looks like Toronto might be able to finish off Golden State in Game 1. The NBA Finals, they lead by 10 late in the fourth quarter. Also, the Minnesota softball team lost to UCLA in their first College World Series game in the D1 tournament 7-2. We're back in one moment.